Hello, everyone. Welcome to the WC to Life podcast. This is your host, Karen Oliver. And after this break, we will get started with my guest, Cara Campbell.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
So, hey, everyone, we are back and we are still. Hi, everybody that's joining the live podcast. This is your host, Karen Oliver, and we are waiting for my guest, Cara Campbell, to come into the room. How you doing? I can't pronounce your name, but how you doing, Bayram, and everybody that is coming into the podcast, everyone that is listening. I do want to make an announcement until my guests come that you guys, WC to Life on Purpose, actually became available on the widespread audio radio feature station for all podcasts and for all audios, which is Verbal. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but they found our podcast and they implemented it and everything. So now it's nationwide. So you guys out there who do not have, you guys out there who don't have podcast platforms downloaded, or you don't listen to them on the regular, you can hear on the nationwide audio station, which is Verbal, which is spelled VURBL. And so I'm excited for that. And actually, they give you the opportunity, like they ask you if they can monetize your station. You have your own channel radio station and your own podcast station. And so I'm very excited about that. So that is one of our wins for today on WC to Life on Purpose. So I'm definitely grateful for that. And so you guys, just going to check in with my guest to make sure that she's not having any difficulties getting here and coming in. And so you guys enjoy the break.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, you guys. And so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about I want to talk to you guys a little bit about real quick while we are waiting for Mrs. Kara. I just want to talk to you guys about the live episode and the episode on last week. We did a special edition, Staying Afloat, on last Friday. We know that it was, Valentine's Day weekend, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about relationships and friendships. And so my guest was Mrs. Davis, Tyrese Davis. And so you guys, if you have not checked out that episode, live episode, please go back and do so. Also, another episode went out about starting over on last Thursday. So the live episode on Staying Afloat was on last Friday, and we did Starting Over. Another episode was uploaded called Starting Over. So you guys, this month we have been talking about starting over. We've been talking about starting fresh. We're going to find out why we need to change, why we need to make change in our lives. And just talking with the different guests. I've just been so honored to have them take time out of their schedule and come and speak with us on WCT Live on purpose and just get a different insight about, starting fresh. So, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed, even coming into 2021. I hope you enjoyed all of the episodes about promises in January. And then you guys know that we're in the last part of February as well. So we're still talking about starting fresh, starting over, the things that we're not comfortable with, the things that we are comfortable with, and so we know that starting over is not always easy, but it's necessary. It's not always easy, but it's necessary. Sometimes we get so complacent. I guess I use that word all the time now. Sometimes we get so complacent about where we're at, and we feel like, it's so easier to just stay in the same status quo. It's so easier to stay in the same situation. Yeah, it probably is easier to stay in the same situation, but really, to be honest, sometimes it's not good. Well, most times it's not good. It's easy to stay there, but most times it's not good to stay there. And so, you guys, starting over is necessary. And so I hope you guys have been enjoying the episodes thus far. I hope you guys have been enjoying the guests. I'm excited to just be talking about these different topics because it's something that we all need. It's something that we are all, taken from or whatnot. And so I want to know you guys' ideas. Like, um, I see Bahram. Bahram, since you are on live in our studio room, can you pretty much comment about. Anybody can comment or leave feedback or come up and speak about starting fresh and having to start over in your life. Feel free, guys, when you come in to leave your feedback, to leave comments, or if you want to leave comments after the episode, a live show, feel free to leave comments in the comment box or whatnot. And if you're here live, let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what made you, choose listening to WC to Life on Purpose. So let me know your feedback if you are here live. And yeah, that sounds great. So, you guys, while I am waiting for the comments, drop your comments anytime, drop your feedback anytime. Um, we want to, spread the word. We want to spread advice. We want to spread encouragement. You guys who are first time coming in and don't know me, my name is Karen Oliver, and WCD, which is my logo name. It stands for WC to Life Coaching Dreams, and WC to Life stands for Women Committed to Life and Women Committed to Dreams. So, and you guys, I've shared with you that my podcast is a part of my coaching business. For those out there who don't know me, I do purpose coaching, career coaching, also do life coaching, which is all in one hub. I do health coaching, medicine, holistic coaching, and nutrition coaching. So of course that's all in one hub as well too. So you guys know me as podcasting. I am getting into the branding. So if you have any questions on how to outsource your brand in other areas, I am doing a class on branding um, on podcasting your brand, I would say. Also, I have a mini course also out there called Purpose Career Training. And if you subscribe to the email and sign up to the email, you can also get details on how to get that course and sign up for that course for a small fee. So I'm working on some different things concerning the coaching business. And so I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, you guys, let me know your questions. Let me know your comments. Let me know your feedback. And, you know, we still want to know about you guys. My mission is for to get, the word out there international. My mission here on the podcast is for us to, talk about different life barriers, to give each other's insight, how we can build, and, how we can grow, better, how you can grow better and reach the purpose and reach the fields, reach the things that you need to reach in life. Like, what is it that's stopping you? And so that's where we get into talking about starting over. So when we talk about starting fresh, fresh start, starting over, all under the same hub, you want to, that's the whole purpose of things. Sometimes, like I said, in life, we get stuck. We get stuck and we're like, okay, where do we go from here? Like I said before, life happens and we just don't never pick it up because we'd be like, okay, well, I gotta go through this again, or I gotta go through that again. But like, what did I just say? It's so easy to be complacent, but being complacent is not good. Guys, if you haven't caught the episode on being complacent, that episode was uploaded in May and June of last year. I did a part one and part two. Go to the episode log and check it out. Complacency is important to know about, to learn about, and to know when you're in a complacent state. And when you're in a complacent state, it's not, like I said, it's easy and it's familiar, but it's not good. And there are things in our life where we got to get out of that hole and we got to get moving. We got to get moving. We got to get moving ahead. We got to get moving forward or whatever. And so, you guys, please check that out if you haven't. And even share with others if you haven't checked out those episodes either. All episodes are great. All episodes you can benefit from, but complacency is very a it's a vital episode, and that's why I did part one and part two on that, as well as commitment part one and part two. Also did that last year, but anyway, you guys, starting fresh, there may not be a lot of things in your life that you need to start over in or start fresh in. But most things that has to do with our purpose and our living and our health and our well-being does need cleaning up to start over. Because if we don't clean up those things, if we don't start over in those areas that are beneficial to us, to our family, to the community, um, to everyone else around us, we have something inside of us, you guys who have listened to me throughout the last 11 months, 10, 11 months that we had started WC to Life podcast. You've heard me say it and say it time and time again. And there is something that someone out there needs from you. There is, you know, a word out there that someone needs. Someone needs to hear your story. Someone needs to hear your testimony. Is change always good? Is it peachy and perfect? No. Change is unfamiliar because you don't know what you're stepping into. So that's when you start fresh, you're starting over. It happens, and so it's not going to be. It's not going to feel good. It may. You may even feel overwhelmed because you feel like you're going to step into something that's overwhelming. But you don't want to have the mindset that you're going into something that you can't take. It's like we just got to roll with the punches and be like, okay, so when I go to this next level, or when I step into this next level, I already know I'm going to have the support that I need. It's like having to change your mindset to think the way that you need to think, if that makes sense. Change your habits, for the good. And so I think that's great. I think that we have to have a change, a mindset change, if that makes sense. So, you guys, we're going to go to another little break, and when we come back, we should have Mrs. Cara Campbell.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
All right, everyone. So we are back. And so there is some technical difficulties going on with Mrs. Campbell being connected. And so we are going to wrap up in the next 10 minutes. And so, you guys, I'm just going to, you know, give you guys an opportunity to ask questions about, the episode, about this month's episode, about starting fresh. Before we went to break, I told you guys, about talk to you guys about change, what change means. You guys, even with everyone's different experiences and with everyone's life different experiences, you know, we we value so much and we don't realize that value, is a part of our purpose, is a part of change. We have to value change. We have to value that we have to start over. Even, seeing here, you guys, as I had penned Mrs. Campbell's book, Five Ways Not to Commit Suicide, and it's for young adolescents and teens as well. And adults can read this book too, but she's more targeting the young generation. And you guys, Mrs. Campbell was on my podcast on last year as well in 2020. And if you haven't caught that episode, if you've never caught that episode, please look up that episode. It's called The Author in Her. And I may have the title kind of mixed up, but you guys can go through the episode list and you will see where we talked about, her book, and then her book in the making, working on her second book, and how she felt when she was writing this book. And it goes all behind the testimony. So I hope you guys check it out or whatnot. And her handle is Cara Campbell on Facebook and on Instagram as well. And so go to Amazon, and on Amazon, you will find that book, Five Ways Not to Commit Suicide. And again, it targets teens and young adolescents. And so, you guys, prayerfully, we can get her on next time when her audio is fixed. Because she is in a different state than I am. I am Eastern time. I am in North Carolina. For you guys who don't know, where I'm at in in the Eastern time zone, I am in North Carolina. And you guys, we did hear that we're getting some more ice. I know some states out there, a lot of people are still without a lot of power. Some people have had power just getting power back on as of yesterday. So we're just keeping everybody in our thoughts and keeping everybody lifted up, especially the state of Texas. And then they're calling for more winter weather storms in our counties, even out here in North Carolina. So we'll definitely be keeping everybody up. But I want you guys to think about the things in your life that you need to start over with. Think about the things that needs a fresh start. Think about the different avenues and things where you need to make a change. And again, we know change is not going to be easy, but it's well worth it. And once you step into that next realm and that next level of starting fresh, you're going to feel so much better because it's going to be for your good, not only just for you, but for somebody else out there, because somebody else need to hear what you've went through, and they need to hear what you have to say. They need to hear how to they need to hear how to start over themselves. People out here in the community, our sisters and brothers, our family, they need to know how you started over. How did you do it? Um, because everybody's not going to have the same story. Everybody's going to have a different story. And our stories are not, sometimes it's not even easy to listen to, but it'll help us. It'll help one another. And so think about some of those things, and if you know that, you know, Mrs. Cara Campbell's book can touch somebody's life and their children's life, go to Amazon and purchase Five Ways Not to Commit Suicide. When we talk to her, we will talk to her about her second book and how the second book is going to help the next generation. But this book has really helped a lot of generations throughout the time. So think of ways where you can make a change or make a different impact in your life as far as starting fresh. And so, you guys, my apologies to the technical difficulty on Mrs. Campbell end. We will definitely have her come back, and we will work with her to make sure that she's able to remote in again, you guys. And so I hope you guys take the time, go back, listen to the episodes, take the time, follow her Facebook handle, go to Amazon, check out that book, Five Ways Not to Commit Suicide for Teens. Brainstorm and think about things that you need to start over in your life. Think about change. Think about what it is that is keeping me from moving forward into my purpose or moving forward into my life, moving forward with my children, moving forward with my family. It could be anything or anybody, but make sure you take the time to make things right, and let's make things better for yourself so you can feel good and so you can have peace and so you can know that you can help the next person. So thank you guys for still tuning in, you guys. And again, if you guys have not met Cara Campbell on the first episode in 2020, I definitely will ask her to come back, and we will make sure that we can work with her and making sure we get her in so you all who have not met her can meet her. But until then, go back and check that episode out about the author in her. It was uploaded in 2020, I want to say in August. But go back through the episodes on WC to Life on Purpose and check out the episode, and she's going to tell you everything about the book and everything about how she started the book and her testimony behind it. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.